Hey everybody. Hello, hello. So nice to see you. We are kicking off August. We're on day 3 of August, and this is going to be an incredible month. I'm very excited about it, and I think you all are too. And I want to go through some things because I think that we have a couple things that we're kind of volleying between. And I just want to make sure because the bonuses that are available with our building blocks, this was introduced just this month. It's really generous, you guys, and it's like stuff that we should be doing, right? I remember going to corporate when I was a Jewel or for Jewel school, and they said, if you are not sponsoring 3 customers a month, you're not serious about your business, is what they said. And I remember thinking like, ooh, okay, well, that kicked me in the butt. So I just want us to really, focus on this and let me explain everything. So I want to mention this too, is that everything that we're doing right now is setting us up for leaders retreat. Okay. Everything we're doing right now is setting us up for a leaders retreat. So I want you to know that sadly I have had a couple people say like, they didn't want to kind of get going until that would happen. That's really a mindset thing with you with your business. So we're not going to touch that tonight. But from a standpoint of what everything that's happening, it's setting you up to earn that trip that's going to happen in February. Okay. So, like I said, anything that happens, and the reason that we're before the contest starts, we're still earning credits, quote unquote, is because they have been offering retention credits. And that's why. Okay. All right. Let me pull my list up. So yeah, like I said, everything that we're doing is safe business building activities that are going to matter for our trips. So we walking into the business building blocks. I think it's very important. I'm letting folks in, guys. I think it's very important that we understand what these are, and I want to very much explain it so that it's crystal clear how to earn them. So, in the month of August, September, and October, there's kind of this incentive promo period that when you complete a block of activity, you will earn $150 for every single block. Okay. And when you do at least one block in August, one in September, and one in October, all of your block bonuses are doubled right before Christmas. So I don't know about you, but I am very excited about this. I'm like ready. I was telling some of the girls, I'm like, I love what we offer for everybody, but I feel like we're getting a crack at this thing too, and I cannot wait. I am ready for to build my Christmas fund. So what is a block? A block is sponsoring 3 VIPs with 100 PV or more and one ambassador upgrade. Okay. So I want to explain this completely. Okay. The VIPs that you're sponsoring are obviously new customers. This, we know what this is. We're not new to this idea, but I want to explain that the VIP that upgrades obviously is a VIP. Okay. This is not somebody that just hasn't sponsored somebody in a while. Okay. Unless you can like cancel, clear, resign, whatever. That's a different story. It's somebody who upgrades to brand ambassador, meaning they share with at least one person and upgrade their account to brand ambassador. This does not mean that it has to be one of the 3 new. Okay, this can be somebody that you've been working,
Okay.
with, right? This can be something that you have been working, somebody that you've been working on, right? And you're just like, hello, this is the time. Now's the time. Now's the time. Here's why I love this, and we'll unmute at the end, and you'll be able to ask questions because we want this crystal clear. Like I don't want there to be any confusion because we're going to talk about another incentive that is can commingle, but it doesn't have to. Okay. So the point of the matter of this means that once you help that person sponsor someone, especially for new, silvers or whatever. When you complete a block, your organization has grown by 4 people. Okay. For every block that happens in your business, it's 4 people. And I want you to understand that what that means is that you've sponsored 3 and then one person adds one. Okay. It can be one of these people that adds one that still brings the fourth, or it can be another person that's just existing currently that finally, gets their knee bent enough that they're like, okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. Fine. I'll do it. Okay. So, what that means though is that as the sponsor, as the person helping that person, right, upgrade, what do we want? We want to help them complete a block or at bare minimum, find their other 2. So, do you see how this is a duplication strategy? Right? This is a very much a duplication strategy. And so I want you to be thinking right now, how many people do you know in your business that can easily do this? Right? Maybe a little more elbow grease on the upgrade because we're scared of that conversation a little bit, but we're going to be diving into that bad boy like I mean, we are just sliding right into home. I just want you to know if you're sick of this conversation, get ready. It's going to get worse. It is so good for people to be sharing, but also skin in the game is what it is. So, does everybody understand? And if you don't understand, you can always ask comments in the chat of like what a block is. Okay. Again, a block is 3 VIPs I always want to say welcome pack. You can't take the 2014 out of the girl. Okay. Okay. 3 VIPs with 100 PV and 1 ambassador upgrade. Brand new. That's a block. So let's say you're like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. I completed my block, right? I want you to really think about this in a completion standpoint, because here's what I don't want. I don't want you to get lax on the enrollment piece and get 2 in an upgrade and then you're kicking yourself. I don't want you to get 4 and then forget the upgrade. I want you to really be focusing on operating these in tandem, and we're not going to like control anybody's timing. So if you've signed 3 and someone's ready to go, we're not holding back. That we're not sandbagging, we're not doing anything like that. But I want you to really know like, hey, okay, I got my 3. I need to really figure out how we can find somebody to upgrade. So here is the thing. As long as you complete 1 block each of those months, everything that you get from a bonus perspective with this program is doubled. So I calculated what it would be. Obviously, if you got 6 and 2 upgrades, first of all, you would completely restart your business. 100%. You're working with probably 100% more people than you're working with now. No, I'm kidding. But like you would be really revamping the conversation. But you would also earn $1,800 in bonuses once it was doubled. That's not including business building bonuses. That's not including upgrading increasing your pay points. This is a complete one. And this is the thing. I know that we really sometimes focus on what's my team doing, what they're not doing, people aren't doing this, whatever. This is where you, as a human, as an individual leader, get to say, I'm relaunching things and I'm following this program. And guess what? Maybe your August is banging and you're like 2 blocks, 3 blocks, all these things. But then you're like, okay, well, October is a little slower, but you got that 1 block, right? We just want to make sure that we're doing at least 1 a month and then the sky's the limit. I want you guys to make Christmas money. I want you guys to remember how this is just huge for me. And I just want you to know from a personal standpoint, I have been bleeding out the eyeballs about this conversation with our company. And I am so thankful. So I hope that you feel my passion around this makes duplication easy. You're duplicate just by doing this, you're duplicating. And guess what? Let's say as you do it, you're teaching that next person like, hey, you know what? you can do this too. You can get these Christmas bonuses too. And it's literally not reinventing the wheel. It's three people and helping one person share with one. That's it. Right? And then what do we want? Of course, we want that person to go silver. Of course, we want that person to start doing the block system. Of course, we do. Because we're not going to gatekeep this. It's not just about us. Okay. So I want to just make that clear. Any questions we have with this? I want, obviously bring those up. So here is where the next thing can like roll into this thing or not roll into this thing. Okay. So obviously, we're gift with purchase with the reset. They have to buy the big pack. It's basically the gut health and trim. I don't know what we're calling it these days. I'm just going again. I'm remembering what it was at the beginning. It's the gut health and trim. It's basically the GLP combo and GLP combo and then the gut health, Bio Cleanse and Probio 5. So that is a fit for a lot of people. Here's what I want you to think about because I know that us Midwesterners feel really guilty to ask people to spend a lot of money. But here's what I want you to think about. If you would have eventually suggested this entire pack for them, having them buy it this month, getting the free reset and incorporating these, either the gut health over time or incorporating the GLP stuff over time, you're saving them money because they're getting 10% off that pack. Okay. So I want you to think about it like this. We're going to help them order the big pack, and then we're going to turn around and say, hey, you and I discussed this. It's upfront contracts. It's you and I discussed this already, and we're gonna weave this, this gut health in at month 3 anyway. I want you to buy it, keep it. You've got your reset for right before the holidays. Okay. Or, this is so individual, guys. We're not able to give a one size fits all. I just don't feel comfortable with that because everybody's different. Somebody could desperately need a reset to start their journey, and we're gonna let them do that. And they desperately need that, or they desperately need the triplex. And if you even thought about putting them on balance, you're like, okay, like bloat city, we're not gonna do that. But I just want you to think about like you have the autonomy on how to start them on these products. 100%. But if you look at somebody and they're like, I want weight loss, I've got liver issues, I want all the things, right? I want you just to really just understand how kind and not selfish or not, anything. I don't want to put any words in anybody's mouth, but I've heard it for years, guys. When we were, remember the 199 welcome packs? How many of us felt like that was hard, right? And we had to figure that out. This is the exact same thing. They're with the big pack, they're getting 10% off, which is a bigger discount, obviously, because of the pack size is larger. But the reset obviously is coming with that for free, which is a 129 offer. So package. So I get it. It's hard. This is something in sales that I think is a mindset shift that happens where we are just like, okay, this feels like I'm doing something wrong because I'm apologizing for selling it, right? And if you're feeling that way, I'd love to talk to you. We can talk about it privately and things like that. That's not that's not an uncommon deal, right? Like it's okay, but we've got to get through it because they're gonna buy these products from someone, and I want it to be you because nobody's gonna care like you are. Nobody's gonna love them through it like you are. Nobody's gonna be in the trenches with them like you are. You're the one. So the more that you can just embrace the fact that you're the one, the more abundance you're going to bring into your life, the more healing you're going to bring into the lives of other people, and the more money you're going to make. And making money isn't a bad thing. I just wanted to let you guys know. Okay. We do have an IPA thread that is happening. It is an August building blocks thread. I think pretty much everybody that I'm looking at here is in this. It is a huge blessing to keep you focused on what needs to happen. It's a cute little point situation. My brain is I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm going to add my points. I'm doing my things, but don't look at me. Okay. Don't look at me. I'm doing the things, I swear to God, but I know that people love this, and she did it last month for the gold chat, and it was a huge blessing for all of us. So thank you, Lori, for doing it. She's got ways for you to turn in all your stuff and just, eyes on her. That's going to be the one to look at for that. But I'm blessed that we have people with so many different skill sets and so many different gifts that we're able to lean on these gifts. Everybody on this screen has a gift that I want you to really learn how to lean into, because when you do, we're all better, right? When you're in your zone of genius, we're all winning. And I just truly feel that way. Okay, so then the last thing is, I know that we have got some messenger thread talks starting. I believe Donna is doing one this Thursday. Nikki is interested in, they're going to work together. She and I talked about this privately about something like focused on the reset. So she's going to figure out how that's going to get into play. But you guys, life is good. This is a renewal. I hope you feel it. I feel it. So many new people. Think about this. Think about the blocks that you're going to do in your own personal business and how many people that means that our community is going to swell by. That's a big deal. Our culture is going to grow and get better because of the people that you are teaching to reach out and share. And that makes all of us better. That is such a special thing. So I could not be more excited about this. Again, the reset offer is this month. And as we know, right, if somebody buys the big pack, right, they can count for obviously one of your VIPs for the block. Like we get that. Okay. Okay, and Dina is hosting Tuesday Night Power Hour at 8 o'clock Central. So I'm just seeing this now. And Lori's hosting Wednesday at noon. We'll get a graphic for this so that I'm not this. I feel like I'm just blah, blah, blah. That'll get organized in a minute. One of my zone of geniuses is sort of making graphics, not really the ones where not really the hard ones, but anyway. So I'm just excited, and I feel like this is just the time. If you have felt in yourself of like, I don't know what to do to win. I don't know what the steps are. I need guidance. And here is the thing. This is what I love. I love having something to where, and I'm going to figure out where we can find these little announcements, right? Stephanie's, black party. I don't know what we're going to call it, something dorky. I'm sure I'm going to say something really weird. But maybe someone cooler than me has already figured something out, which I'm, banking on. One of the younger ones has found something, done something. But I just love being able to shout us out for really stepping out. And I love that conversation, and I love recognition. And that is such an important pillar for me in our culture. So I just love an excuse to do it, right? So this is the time. If you have wanted something new, if you've wanted those steps, I feel like this has been missing in our company for a long time. If I'm very vulnerable with you, if I'm very vulnerable with you, this has been a problem for me, and it's here. And I've been assured unofficially that we're doing this. This is for the long haul, and this is the way that we're going to start to monitor activity. And I could not be more excited. Think about how easy it will be to talk about the business with someone new when they walk in and say, do you want to know how to be successful this month? We're going to find you 3 people, obviously, or more. Like, you're going to get a little firecracker that comes in that knows everybody, right? 3 people and help somebody share with one. That's a balanced business. It reminds me of when we had the preferred customer program, and it was like, okay, you find this many ambassadors, you find this many customers. It was really balanced. And this is the same idea, but it's just teaching you that team duplication. And we know that we make money 7 levels deep. And so let's do it. Let's find all the people. Let's teach all the things. And when we have unified language, we're all really fortunate because we don't have to reinvent things for our team. We just get to use the same language that everybody else is using. And I think that that is really helpful when we have full-time jobs, when we have other things that we're doing. We have kids in sports, we have all the things, right? So this makes it very easy. And I'm glad we're back. We got to make August amazing because we got to walk into that contest ready to sweep. I can't wait. I don't even know what the contest is. I swear I don't know what it is, but it's going to be good. And the last time we went to Disney, I just want to tell you, it was a very special month because that was our diamond month as a team. So I am feeling very emotional, very excited, and I can't wait for us all to go back. Okay. All right, I'm gonna stop recording and we can answer any questions that we have.